start another stream. I found another batch of videos. I can do this stuff like for months, but whatever. Bro, Mike donated 40 euro. Bro, that's a good donation right there. Alright, man. Alright. So solving exercise 1. 8 that's 2 power 3, 27 that's 3 of power 3, power right there minus 2 divided by 3. All this power is power 3. We're essentially like 1 power if you take it out of parentheses, and you multiply with that initial power minus 2 divided by 3, and so you'll have minus 6 divided by 3, that's power minus 2 of that. Oh, bro, I feel kind of sick today. I don't know how much I'll be able to stream. I mean, I can stream, I guess I can talk currently, so yeah, we'll see. So you'll have that, it's like the power of minus 2 divided by 3, so basically flip that, you have 3 divided by 2 right there. Actually not 3 divided by 2, 9 divided by 4. And then 4 divided by 7 right there, power minus 1, flip it because minus 1, 7 divided by 4 right there. Bruv. And then pop what you can right there, plus it out, and then pop square root. Yeah, bruv. That's that. Alright, bruv. So, check it free out. Bro, look. I watch this guy's stream from 2022. Now I watch one from 2023. And look, you see like subscribers, donations, bro, progress, bro. No way I have his progress. Or yeah, 100% I'll have his progress, huh? Minus 6 divided by 3. Plus 7 divided by 4. That and that. That's 9 divided by 4 plus the amount, like I said. 16 divided by 4, how much is that? That's 4, square root of 4, 2, boom. Fucking boom, man. Now what? Alright, this one. So marginalization, bro, I think that's limit with limit towards infinite. First of all, gotta be 1 or bigger, so pop a 1 right there, get a 1. I don't know if here you gotta do like a2 and then minus them out to see if it goes up or down. I think you gotta do like limit of infinite, swap instead of n of infinite, stuff like that here, and then see if like if it's marginalized or no. Usually it's marginalized. So like I said, you pop like the infinite, you pop the infinite right there, so looks like you get 4. You pop the 1 right there, pop the expression, and pop it in the middle, so it's marginalized. Make sure to put the sign correctly, and that's it, mate. Basically shows how it works here, bro. 4 divided by 1, I guess I kinda understand why it's 4 divided by 1, but not that much. Okay. Moving on. Skipping like a maniac. Alright. So we gotta essentially complex numbers. Find the complex number z for which 8 plus I z with a line is equal to 3z. So, you know, here's not that difficult, but at the same time you gotta like know the algorithm and a bit of formulas if you don't have it on your paper. So you have z right. I of second power is minus 1. So you kind of want to do like some expression that has I times I, so that you can have I to second power and pop the minus 1 right there. And the z with a line on top, that's just the z with a sign changed. So if z is a plus bi, then the z with a line on top is a minus bi. A is the real part, bi some of that imaginary part. Okay, so essentially you put instead of a z the a plus bi and so on, instead of z with a line a minus bi, solve that and split like the terms without the I will equal 0, and then with I equals 0, but don't write the I. You get basically a plus b based on values, and that's it. Okay. So like that, 0 line on top and so on, with a line right there, a minus bi, you just pop to the z with a line on top, and now the normal z without the line on top. Alright, so what you got right there, 8 plus ai or whatever, and then minus bi to the second power, because you multiply like each term with parentheses like that. That's how it works, mates. That's how it works. Now we pop the equal once again right there. Come on, let's go for equal. 3a plus 3bi, right? So that's essentially what you have right here. Okay, so moving on from here. So minus I basically cancels out the minus, so it's going to be plus b. So now you just write down what you got over there, left off, equal with 3a plus 3bi, right there. Alright. So now underline the terms without the I. You're going to equal them out, a plus b equal 3a, and do the same with terms with I, but don't actually write down the I. So it's just going to be a equal with 3b. Okay, so for this, you just, instead of a right there in the expression, black expression from the left, you put 3b. You find out what the b is, and then what the a is, and that's it. That's it, man. 3 times 3b You got that. So have 9b right there on the right. So now you have oh my god, terms with a b go to the left, terms without the b go to the right, and go like this. 9b minus b, so 8b, so it's 8. B is 8, bruv. 1. Because it's 8 divided by 8, not 8 divided by 1. And you know, pop a b right there, so you got a is 3 and b is 1. Now, instead of that, put the expression, boom. So it's gonna be just 3 plus 1i. But it's like, you know, I mean, I guess you have to write down the 1, but not really sure. Perhaps no, because the 1 is just nothing, pretty much. Move on, move on. So working with dx and stuff, determinants, what you do right here, well, if you see like square root something, I think if it's fraction, the thing below you do like not equal to 0, but if you see like square root, the thing below square root, you just pop bigger or equal to 0, so you find out what the dBA is, and after that you just solve this. If it's like this, dx, essentially what I do is multiply diagonally minus the other part diagonally, you'll see, and then equal that with 1, because you can see dx is 1, so you're gonna find x. And you gotta understand if it's like within the dBA interval, so we're gonna be fine. No need for graphs like intervals and shit like that right here. On the stream is gonna do like the difficult stuff too, I suppose, but you know, I'm just gonna skip for that. I mainly focus on this stuff that, you know, gonna get me through this, and the difficult stuff that the geeks do that, I don't care. Got minus 5 right there. Gotta be bigger or equal to minus 5. So now you just multiply in diagonals, so you have exactly this. So it's gonna be that square root thing plus x. If you take into account the bloody signs, so you just put it to the right. Now what you gotta do here, you just remove a square root. So how to do that? Bro, you just multiply everything to the second power to remove square root. So the left and right part, so that's how I know it's done. He just move that to the right, and now he will do it. I think to the second power. Bro. Let's go, bro. So, bro, how many fucking donations is gonna do? Bro, I ain't on the stream to watch this guy get some cash, bro. Oh my god, how many donations, bro? Alright, it seems like they're done. So, he got this, bro, what? 1 minus that gotta be bigger or equal to 0. Bruv. I guess you gotta do that. I don't really know about this. So now what? I mean, mostly you gotta do like this, bruv. Like 15 plus 3x minus 2x plus x to the second power. Like that. Minus 2x plus x to the second power, like that. X to second power minus 2x plus 1 minus 3x minus 15 equals 0. So yeah, it's done exactly like that. Now we got a quadratic right here. Now we do delta and stuff, right? So we already solved it. Minus 2 and 7. So gotta be smaller or equal to 1, so we took the minus 2. But what? The DVA says gotta be bigger or equal to minus 5, so that still works out. So we are fine like that. Let's go, bro. Start off with this in equation. Basically, if it's log, gotta be bigger than 0, bro. Like, it's a problem a bit, like, you gotta remember, like, what is bigger than 0, what's bigger or equal, like, what the fuck, man. So, take that, do the DVA. DVA right there. Now what? Alright, so now bro, x plus 1 module, that's just 6 plus 1. If log right there, I don't know what the fuck can we do. Some fucking formula right there, I don't really know. Look how much space you got here, bro. You can solve 10 years, bro. Let me wipe my glasses. X plus 1 of a module. We're in that. Yo. At least, bro. At least one good donation, bro. At least that's interesting. So, log 5 equal if 0. So we gotta do like equal to 0 to solve this equation. Okay? I mean, like if it's smaller or equal to 0 or equal to 0, kind of a process of solving give the same. Just like if it's smaller or equal to 0, you have like that interval. So you just split them all and equal them with 0. Okay? So just x equal to minus 1 right there. And here, don't pay attention to that. Oh, so that property, huh? 5 power 0, so that's essentially 1. Alright. minus 2x, 1 minus 8, so that's minus 7. So you have at x is equal to 7 divided by 2, that's 3.5. Perhaps now graph. Perhaps now with a graph. For a thing here. X smaller than 4. Amazing. Minus 1 right there. Why it's in a colored circle? Bro, you know why it's in a colored circle? Cause it's from that thing, like smaller or equal, so that. And the 4, that's like DVA right there, so yeah. And he has like 3.5 also with a color circle. So I think here it's not like within the intervals and so on, it's not going to be like from that to this. It's going to be like what's negative, what's positive in terms of interval. Yes, so that's what's going to be. So you got like 3 main intervals. Alrighty. So if you take like minus 2 right there, we're gonna have like positive, and the rest of them gonna be like what, bro? Negative or what? Still positive. Bro, still positive, bro. And now last thing, negative. Yes, bro. Perhaps negative. Perhaps. So move on from there. Pop the reunion. Okay. So it gotta be smaller or equal to 0. So you pop that interval and minus 1 right there. That's how it's written, bro. This one's pretty hard, but fuck it, bro. Bro, you know what? I'll be back like right back. It's not gonna take long. Wait up a bit. Let's go. Alright. So it's gonna show now the second method. Second method that works as following. Take the DVA, put it bigger than 0. So x is gonna be smaller than 4. So you pop like it's in 2 systems. Perhaps now you will swap the sign. I don't know why. Anyways, he started that stuff. But I don't know if he's gonna get it till the end, bro. What is this, man? So we're focusing now on this geometry problem. So it's a cone diameter of a base, so basically from A till B is going to be 6 centimeters. So the base is a circle, which means that half the diameter is 3. That's like key in terms of formulas and stuff. So you gotta find the height right there. So yeah, bruv, I think here is done by 30 degrees formula, something like that. So perhaps no. We'll see. We'll see, bro. 3 there, 3 here. Find VO. That's basically the height of a cone. How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? That thing is the same because it's a cone. Plus 2 VA and VB. Length right there. So triangle AVB has that 9 degrees in V. So the angle VAO, how much is that, bro? It's gonna be 180 minus 90 minus 45. VBO. What are in, bro? What are in right there, man? Why you delete that thing? I went back or what? VBO 45. Amazing. 45 right there. 45 and 45, which means that VO is also free, huh? Based on some theorem right there. OVB right there, 45. So VO equal B, 3 centimeters. Amazing. Bro, when was this slide? Probably like 2023 June something. Yeah. Exactly that, bro. Alright. So basically there's a guy, he forgot the last two numbers of his friend's phone number, and he popped them randomly, knowing that just they're not pair, so 3 5 something like that, and not the same. Found probability that it was the number that exactly he wanted. So there's exactly one combination that works here. So you gotta understand how many other combinations are there, so to see like probability of him getting it first try. So the total number of combinations here. So this one's a bit tough, but I think I can handle it, bro. Alright. Let me see right here. So essentially combinations here. Bro, we also learned about arrangements, but we almost never use that. Combinations, amazing. Yes. So we take out 2, so at the top we'll have 2. So they have to be different. I don't know how I can write that down. At the bottom, how many impair numbers we got? 1, 3, 5, that's 3. 7, 9, that's 5. So it should be like C, 5 below and 2 in terms of N, total number of cases. And in terms of M, you should have like write 2 circles. So first one, it can be of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, that's 5. So first one's 5. And then so first one's C of 5 and 2 times C, how many numbers left there are? 4. And how many do you take? 1. That's what I think, bro. That's what I think. Yes. M are favorable cases. M is 1? What? M is 1? Straight up? Yes, there's only one favorable case. But it's calculated like this? What? Hold up. How much would I get if I went like that? Bro, no way 1. It's actually fucking 1. Oh my god. Oh. 5 and... Yes, and 5 and 4. 20. Right there. So it's 1 divided by 20, huh? Alright. Bro. I mean, like, perhaps this one wasn't so hard, but I ain't did many like this, like in this type of measure, so... Yeah. Now I'm just gonna glimpse this one fast because, you know, I don't wanna fucking work a lot of this cos and stuff. Fuck this stuff. TG, that sign on cos x and stuff. Yes, and some graphs right there. Bro, let the geeks have these points, I do not care. I'll move on from here. I'm not gonna ask for like a really big grade. I'm just gonna go like this. Right. Bro, look at that expression, man. Key N on Z. What, man? Oh my gosh. With a Z and stuff. Let's see this one. So, you've got perimeter of ABCD equal with 40 plus 12 square root of 3. Bro, here's some fucking formula. Let's just watch it. I don't wanna have formulas, search for them. I'm just gonna watch this stuff. Find diagonal BD. Knowing that B is 6 and A is 30 degrees. Well, bro, if it's 30 degrees reverse, so A is 3, so find AB, and from there find BD based on some other theorem. Find AD somehow, thanks to the perimeter. So 30 degrees reverse, so that's gonna be 3. 12, huh? 12 that. What? Oh, cause it's like the opposite fucking. Alright, so it's kind of fucking hard if it's 30 degrees, but kind of I understand how it's done. So now we just find AE based on Pythagorean theorem, so it will be 6 times 18 right there. So that's 6 square root of 3 centimeters. So that's 6 square root of 3 plus x right there. So now you work with a perimeter right there. Perimeter formula and stuff. Know that perimeter is that 40 plus 12 square root of 3 centimeters. So you equal that. 12 square root of 3 cancel that out. Then that's 24 moves to the right, so we'll have x equal with 8 because it's 2x equal with 16, so x equal with 16 divided by 2, so x is equal with 8 right there. Now you do Pythagorean theorem in triangle ABD. BD? Oh, in that triangle, huh? Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, that's 9 degrees, huh? Alright, good call. So that'll be... that's 10. Because it's square root of 100. 36 plus 64. You get 100 under the square root, so you get 10 right there. Let me read this one. So you got a circle like this, and you have this figure inside that circle. So the AD is diameter. Find the basically half diameter. Knowing that BC is 28 and the AB and CD are 60. Well, here again, you gotta find AD and split it in half, like some formula right here and stuff like that. You got no angles. Just do some kind of formula to find AD and that's it. So straight up you did like diagonal. Like amazing, bro, but you don't know the diagonal right there. GAC So it's 90 degrees in the point C right there, because AD is diameter, so that is Y. Pop M there, pop N there. Oh, so that's how this one's done. Basically, you get the lines down. You got an MN right there. So you got a 28 below. So now what you do essentially, bro, hold up. So in some kind of way I gotta understand. Bro, it's kinda hard, bro. I thought I saw something, but it's kinda not like that, so let's see this one here. 28 right here. Great. X there. And these X, huh? Well, I thought about that, but so AD is 28 plus 2X. Yes. And oh, so now we can apply Pythagorean theorem to understand what X is in triangle ACD, because I know the CD. Okay, so the catats, I don't know what theorem in, but it's like in the same triangle, but except it's like in A, not in C. CD to the second power is equal with AD times DN. What? Bro, what theorem is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. How can you remember this theorem? I guess kind of I saw it before, but clearly did not remember it, because I perhaps saw it once or twice in my life. So of course I don't remember this stuff. Couple of months past, 1 year, don't remember nothing about this. 60 2x plus 28 right there times ND, that's x right there. So 2x second power plus 28. Bro, hold up, man. There we go. Where's the x? I thought, where the x go? Now Pythagorean theorem already knows everything because she's done a calculator or something like that. Oh, he has a sheet with everything solved. Amazing. So that's 46 and minus 50 right there. X is 46. Because you gotta take like the positive value, cannot be negative for some reason. So AD is 2 times 36 plus 28. So then you have that, so you got it. That is 100. And basically have that, that's gonna be 50. Alright, so that's that. That is solved right here, man. So, exercise 12. I have power of 2 divided by 3, because that's like a property right there. That's power of 3 divided by 4, property right there. Minus 2 divided by 3 right there, 3 divided by 4, 10 right there. Because it's flipped like that, 1 divided, so it's flipped. Now use a formula and so on. bk right there equal Chan var in terms of k. Let's see what's there. You don't really know right now. So that's 10 minus k, bk right there, so that's power of k right there on the b part. Alright, so 10k right there, n minus k, that's gonna be just 10 minus k, and you already know it. That's like with everything multiplied, it's gonna be minus 20 divided by 3, okay, plus k, plus 2k divided by 3, yeah. And now that's 3k divided by 4, so you just combined it like this, bro. So we work with the powers now. We just took out the powers, and equal if minus 1 times 12 times 12 right here, in order to be able to complete the plus. So minus 12 right there. We have minus 80 plus 8k plus 9k equal if minus 12. $17k is equal with 80 minus 12, so that is 58. Bro, is it 58, bro? Like, you take one, that's gonna be 70. Bro, I think it's 68, bro. It's gonna correct you 100%. Yes, so 4, pop 4 plus 1, pop in there, a minus 1 right there. So solve a c. You're essentially gonna give that 7 times 8 times 9 times 10, 2 times 3 times 4. So simplify, and that's going to be like a bigger number, 210 times 1 divided by 8, so T5 is that. Understandable. Okay. Let me see. Let me see something, bro. Alright. Done. Now, that, boom. Right there. Alrighty. Alrighty. I have derivative of x, derivative that, in order to find points of extreme and so on. Let me see something, bro. let's pull this. So basically derivation of this, do that, do this, so you can time it like this. So basically it's a formula here, bro. It's somewhere there. Divided by that, times this and that. Like, bro, man. X minus 1. That's that. So that's x to the second power right there, minus 2x, and below x minus 1 to the second power, which is 0. Basically we just equal it to 0, each part is being equalized to 0. Plus right there. Minus right there. Right there. Amazing. So for example, I take minus 1 in that expression, what do I have? Minus 2 times minus 1, that's 2. So that is pretty much positive, so it works like this, work like that, goes up, down. That is what I get from here. Yes, amazing handwriting, absolutely perfect handwriting, bro. Alright, 2 right there, huh? Well, yes, maximum is going to be 0, minimum 2. Okay. Mx plus 9 right there. That's that, that's this. Working with the limits a bit. Alright. And that's that right there. Bro, nothing else to comment, man. Nothing else to comment. Integral, lastly, very the end. Definite integral, right. Where made right where. X plus 0. Now we solve this. Definite integral. Split like this, split like that. Amazing. Work like this, work like that. Incredible. And that is like two integrals right there. Solve the integral. That's 4, 2 right there. And that's like that. dt t ln t ln of that. Yes. Okay. Working like this, and that's 4 right there. Now plug in the 2 right there. And it's 6 plus ln 3, because ln 1 is 0. That's the response right there. And that is correct. Let's go. We gotta find something else and stuff. We'll see. zombie a bit. Now my head hurts a bit. Just a bit, so I'm kind of fine right now. We'll see what I can do here. Reclamating his side again. So 2 minus 1 out there, 2 plus 1. I add a second power and so on. So kinda get that z with a line on top. So essentially that's gonna be with a sign change, so we're gonna have like something like a plus bi, so sign change and that. So multiply in diagonal minus that in diagonal, whereas that a second power per minus 1, and basically get the z and then convert to z with a line on top. That's it. Come on, let's get going, man. Stop reading comments and so on. 2 plus 1 right there. That's gonna be 4 minus side of second power right there. No, 100%, bro. 100%. So that's minus 1 right there. So it's gonna be 5 minus 2y. Flip the sign. 5 plus 2y, bro. Easy as day, man. Easy as day. Take the correct option right here. So the correct option is you do that, then you do this, and you get the response. So getting on with it to the next exercise. We got 0.25 right there. So 0.25. That's essentially 0.5 times 0.5, so about a second power. You take the 2 to the right, so it's going to be 2x plus 3. And there, basically 2 at a third power instead of 8. dva, I don't think we need that here. Solve it's basically 0.25. So somehow I think we need to get the expression from the left to have 2 as a base again. We'll see. 25 by 100, we can also write that down. So 2 for power right there. 25 write down as 5 to the second power, 10 to the second power. So it's gonna be 5 divided by 10 right there. Also you switch to 1 divided by 4, huh? Okay. So 3 plus x right there. Basically now you can put the 2 at the power of 2 below and then flip it, so it's going to be 2 power of minus 1. It's going to put minus right there, so it's going to be minus x plus 3 smaller or equal to 3 plus x, so solve that and you essentially get value of x like interval and stuff like that. Okay, so moving on from here, Oh, so you want to work with 4, huh? I mean, perhaps gonna switch. Also, the minus 1 changes all the signs, so minus x minus 3. Now 2 power 2, boom, 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 boom. So it's gonna be 2 out of power of like this. So minus 2 minus 6. Like that, 3 plus x, right there. Alright. So we have on the left minus 2x minus x, that's minus 3x. On the right, we're gonna basically have 9. So x is kind of like something like 3. X is basically bigger or equal than minus 3. That is it right there. That is it. Put a minus 3 right there, goes there. So s from minus 3 till plus infinite branches like that's because it's bigger or equal. Color circle. So now we just pick the options that best match here. Okay, it's gonna start with this one, I suppose. First thing, now it's gonna go with that one. I cannot even see it. Third one, that's that, and that's fourth one. Right, bloody there. Move on from here. Now we work with px and so on. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, bro. Stop reclamating. Yes, 1 divided by 4. Amazing. Incredible. Understandable, man. That was already done here. She's just explaining this stuff and so on. Solving this now. Solving this. No issue, bruv. No issue at all. You basically have a b of x. So you see it 3x power 3 and so on. And when you divide it by x minus 2, what you get, knowing that when you get x plus 1 is 2. Bro, I think I did something like this. Maybe not exactly, but anyways, I'm rehearsing right here and so on. So x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is going to be minus 1 right here. Then do p of minus 1 equal that with 2. And we're going to get what the a is, and then plug in the a and do x minus 2 equals 0. So it's going to be p of 2, we do that, and we're going to get what we need. Like, this stuff is like boom. This stuff is not hard, in my opinion. So, like, pretty much 1.5 grade in China, stuff like that. So let's do it, bro. Let's do it. X equal with minus 1 right here. Seeing the p of minus 1 right here. Working from here. Why he put a 2 right there? because it's equal to 2, okay. 3 minus 1 power 3 plus a very minus 1 power 2 minus 2 times a times minus 1 plus 8. Excellent. And all that is equal to 2. So minus 3 power 3, that's minus 27. And then minus a right there. And then plus 2a plus 8 equal to 2. Yeah. Like that, man. Like that. So minus 1 minus 3 plus a 3a equal to that. 2 plus 3 minus 8. 3a is minus 3, so a is minus 1. Okay, now we plug in the a right there. P of x, plug in the a, which is minus 1, so we get minus x to second power plus 2 x plus 8. What? Why just put plus x, bro? No, mates, that's a mistake right there. You got the 2 also, bro. Who's gonna correct it? Boom. Now solving p of 2, just putting a 2 instead of x right there, bro. Right there. 2 second power, boom, plus 8 right there. So we've got 3 times 8 minus 4 plus 4 plus 8. Yes, that is what we have. So we've got 32 in total right there. 24 plus 8 is 32 and minus 4 plus 4, that's just 0. Reclamation of his platform once again. I mean, what can I say here? Like, he got a like reclamative, that's why he's streaming to place ads and so on. So there's a mistake here. That's what he reported right here, I suppose. P minus 1 is 2 right there. So that's the second step right here, first step right there, fourth step. Okay. So that is the fifth step, fifth and final step, and we are done. We are done right here, bro. Sign, bro. No need for sign. Get out. Okay, bro. Skipping like a maniac. Yes, like this, delta and so on, bro. Delta from trigonometrical, bro, what the hell? Solving sin x, boom that, boom this, boom that, some values right there, some values right here, and yeah, that's essentially something like this, bro. Essentially something like this. Okay. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Get out of here, man. Get and bugger off. Out of here. 2-hour live stream, bro. I will swipe it in 2 seconds because I ignore the non-important parts in my opinion. You might have noticed that I talk really slowly. Why? Because I'm a bit sick and that's how I want to talk right now. Okay. Cost and sign, and this is not what I wanted to see from an item right here. I got a bit of an idea, but it's pretty much useless, bro. Basically, I just need to get out of here, bro. Too much, bro. How many X's are here, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell, bro? Select what you have to select and come on, bro. 8 points, man. For this thing you gotta get like 12 points, stuff like that. Like what, man? Alright. Now we're back to something that is not that ridiculous. A geometry problem. 3, 4, 5 right there. So we got 3 right there, 4 right there. Pythagorean, 10 right there. Perimeter, 20 right there. 2022. 22, not 2020, 22. Hahaha. Alright, 8 points this thing. Bro, what you got right there in terms of... Alright, this. A, B, C, D. 1 hour, 11 minutes within this slide right here. We got like 1 hour left of a slide, but... Yeah, he's gonna solve for the most part. So yeah, this live is extremely productive. A, B, C, D, B, A, D, 60 degrees in A, BK is 2 square root of 3. Okay, find the area of this figure knowing that KD is 2AK. Uh, Alright, so this means that x and 2x, yeah? So AD is 3x. AD is 3x. Area of this thing is essentially calculated by this formula, which is going to be in this case AD times BK, so the height of that and the line below. So now that's 2 square root of 3. Now all we need to find is 2 square root of 3. Now b is 30 degrees, so this means that AK is square root of 3, so we can just plug that in, so it's going to be 3 square root of 3. That, so solve that, so it's 5 square root of 3. I mean, it starts like solving with TG of 60, bro. Can't I just use the bloody 90-degree formula? So 180 minus 90 and 60 is 30. AK right there, bro. BK and stuff, TG 60. 2 square root of 3 divided square root of 2 centimeters. Bro, I mean, like, I fucked up a bit, just by a bit. I mean, I guess it's not working like this. You gotta go with TG or 60, something like this, man. What the hell, man? Oh my god. KD, that's 4, so AD is 6. Finding area now. Essentially, it will be 12 square root of 3 centimeters square. Fixed on right there. Fixed up right there. What, bro? From the start, bro, is gonna do no 30-degree formula, bro. What? So that is that 4 square root of 3. Bro, it's like the 30 degrees straight down. I thought it's that, bro. What? So you gotta do CTP. My 30-degree works a bit, but I didn't get like the calculations exactly right. So we got that, we got this. Okay, equal with 4 times 3. Okay, so x is 2 right there. Alright, so that's that. X is denoted as 2 right there. Moving on now. So select this, select that. And now we are onto the cone right here. Exactly. We have got a cone right here, bro. Massive cone right, just like this, with a triangle in the circle of the base. Yes, it is a circle. Okay, so it has triangle lengths 15, 21, 24. Find volume of cone knowing that G is 14. What is G? Generator or what? Basically it's the line like to the side. You're gonna see it here on the drawing, and you will understand exactly what it is, bro. You will, bro. This live was on 29th of March 2024. Absolutely amazing, bro. Drink a bit of water, like so, bro. A bit of water. Now, area of a triangle has the Heron formula like this. I remember that is called Heron. The nigga that invented it. But I didn't actually remember how. It was written this bloody formula. A plus B plus C divided by 2. And 30 times 15 times 9 times 6 right there, 5 times 6 times 3 times 5 times 9 times 6 right there, 2 6's there, so that is 6, 2 5's there, boom, 5, and we got another 3 right there, so it's that, man. Take the 3 out, 90 out, so 3 stays there. 90 square root of 3 centimeters cube, square, volume is cube. Yes, indeed, volume has the centimeters in cube. So we need to understand what the height is, and then we can solve volume. Understanding what the height is applicable by using the Pythagorean theorem. 4r, boom, find an area right there. Bro, this is so boring, man. 90 square root of 3. Oh my god. Simplify and so on. So basically why we need to find the r in order to use the Pythagorean theorem to understand with g what is the height, and then we can find the formula. Three times 5, 3 times 7, 4 times 6, 4. I told you can simplify that. 6 times 5, boom, boom, boom. 3 right there, square root of 3. Simplification, boom, boom, boom. Like that, like that. So you get 3 times 7 divided by square root of 3. So that is that, man. 21 divided by 3. So 7 square root of 3 centimeters right here, the r. Now we can try to understand the height. Boom, boom, formula. 196 minus 49 times 3. 147 right there. So applying this, so it's 210 square 3 centimeters cube. Why? Because 1 divided by 3 times 60, that's just 20, and 30 or 90, anyway, The next thing, bro. The next thing. What, he works with pi now? What's pi, man? What pi, man? Let me see some, bro. We're gonna continue soon, bro.